Hi. Hello, everyone. It's me, Patricia Dawn. Hello, friends and family. I hope your day is good for you, and I'm glad you're joining me again. And I thank you a lot for your time, for the gift of your time. So today, I'm on vlog 10, and I'm feeling really inspired. And I have a subscriber, like one that's not related to me. So I'm even more excited. And now, today's exercise, as some of you know, my name is Patricia Dawn, and I am documenting building a YouTube channel. And my goal today is to be able to walk with the camera, which I see other people doing, and they do it so well. It's like natural. It's like they have the camera extended, and they're able to chat and walk at the same time, and it doesn't look like they're shaking. Me, I just need to stand in one spot. But I'm going to push myself out of the discomfort of figuring how to walk with the camera. You can see I'm a bit shaky. Lighting isn't the best. And I probably should put my glasses on because then I can see where I'm going. Anyway, I'm in a beautiful park where there's lots and lots of nature. So the other day, in one of the vlogs, I believe it was number 8, I was talking about the Muggle struggle. And I got a few more views than my 4 friends that are helping support this channel and my learning as I go. And so I thought to myself, I should probably expand a little bit more on that and share some of my experience. So walking, probably need an open space where the light remains consistent and where I'm not huffing and puffing to get to the top of the hill. Oh, I like it in here. I like the trees. Love being out in nature. It's free. And she gives so much to us, the great Mother Earth, every day. I thank her. I thank her for all that she provides for us and all that she gives to us. I really need to put my glasses on, unfortunately. And my son, who's helping me figure out how to edit and use a camera, is going to make fun of me for putting my big pink glasses on. I could probably make this into a character like Aunt B or Auntie Ageless or something like that. I am really finding this experience of growing this channel amazing. And I'm walking and I got glasses on, and looks like I dressed myself this morning, hopefully. And not. Yeah, anyway. So I'm grateful to be able to learn these things, and I'm grateful to be able to have the opportunity to be on YouTube and to be considering how to build a channel, because I do have an aim. I do have a goal of what I want to create and what I truly want to bring. Oh, here we're panning. Look at that. That looks great. I like that. Pan back. There's the sun. Grandfather's sun. I'm going to drink you in. May you clear my mind. May you warm my heart. May you follow through my spine down into my feet, connecting me to the Great Mother, offering me the beauty of your light and your warmth. Hi, all my relations. That quick? I love that. Gratitude. It sure has gotten me through a lot of things. So, again, part of my story is that I'm a single parent, which seems in the patriarchal culture to be, well, a crime, actually, if I don't participate in the colonial contract of marriage. I mean, I really believe in sacred union, and I really, really welcome ceremony. And when I meet people that are doing the commitment ceremony and taking their promises to one another before their community and their families, that to me is sacred. But when I'm signing a piece of paper in front of, I don't know, somebody who's been indoctrinated by a Christianity that caused a lot of harm in my family, and not so much in. Anyway, the point I'm getting to is that I have raised my kids on my own. I guess we'd say we've raised each other, because my boys really had to do that. They had to help me realize what it was to be a parent, because all I really knew how to do was babysit. And in my childhood, a lot of my parenting was learnt from babysitting younger siblings, because my parents were shattered people. They'd had a lot of pain in their life. They'd bought into the materialistic mindset, and they had had a lot of trauma, a lot of woundedness. So I don't hold it against them, and I don't have expectations that they should have done better or could have done better. They were also afflicted with addiction and a major, major amount of shame, intense shame and insecurity. And it's interesting because they both loved each other, even though they ended up getting divorced and being apart and having different partners. I remember watching them when they came to visit my brother when he had first had his son, and the two of them were in their kitchen. And I could see them flirting with each other. Then they started laughing together. So it's sad, really, that they couldn't have what they both wished for the most: connection, love, family. Anyway, my chance to become a mother wasn't one that was planned, but it was sure a gift, and it saved my life. And my two children have been very, very generous with me. They have infinite patience, and I always expected them to say, I don't really think I can stay with you because you're so messy, in all honesty. But they didn't. And they had opportunities. The other parents would have taken them in a heartbeat, even their grandparents. But they stayed, and together we journeyed through my parenting, learning how to parent, and them parenting each other and me. And we've had some really powerful moments. And a couple of years ago on my birthday, they both took me aside and acknowledged me. They said things like, "We saw how hard you worked. We know what you did. We know the sacrifices you've made. We know you try to be funny and you're not very good at it. And we really love you. And we want you to stop thinking you're a bad parent." And I was frozen. And my youngest looked at me and he goes, "Mom, are you going to say anything?" And I said to him, "We don't do this. This isn't what we do." And he goes, we're concerned. My health was really bad at the time. And they said, "We're concerned for you and your wellness. And we're concerned that you don't know how much we really love you and how proud we are of you and how much we believe in you." And these are two of the most important people in my life. Like, without them, there's no purpose for me. So I thanked them, and they continued to gently scold me whenever I attempted to put my parenting down or make excuses or bad jokes. And so they've asked me to stop doing that, because to bring the past into the present is to erase the future and the possibilities. And my oldest said to me, "Everything you've done up until this moment has made you who you are. You want to be proud of who you are in this moment and not regret who you were in the past moments." And how blessed am I? How blessed am I to have these beautiful beings in my life that want to see me grow into my own potential. And they'll even joke and say, "It's sure hard raising a mother these days." And they're right. They're right. I have generous memories and kind expressions from both of them, and I just feel very lucky. Having said that, our journey in our lives, in our little family, wasn't easy by a long shot. We've navigated some serious poverty. We moved endlessly. Like, I swear we get traumatized now even at the thought of having to move. And And precarious housing was such an epidemic for us in our experience in this world. And the subsidy and the hoop jumping, and are you poor enough to qualify for help? Because if you're starting to look like you're actually getting somewhere, well, then we were not going to do that for you. It is how it felt to me anyway. And then the co-parenting, which seems to be absolutely impossible, and my hair's bugging me. My hair is really bugging me. Like, I am a vain human. But this whole moppy sloppy look, I wish I'd have checked that before I got out here. I mean, look how beautiful nature is. And look how goofy I am. I mean, holy lickin' schlickin' schlickin'. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, as long as the eyebrows are parted, we're good to go. Okay, so practicing walking with the camera again. I don't want to keep taking up time. What I wanted to really look at was, one, to be able to walk with the camera, because I see folks doing it. It looks great. Two, I wanted to share being outside, because I really like being outside. And three, that Muggle struggle piece that I'm starting to talk about, I'm going to write about it, because I got a couple of extra views. So to me, that's information that people may feel the same way. And I had major surgery this year. I had a hip replacement. Prior to this year, 2024, in 2019, my health collapsed, and I was told that I wouldn't have long, that I needed to get my affairs in order. And I was suffering from extreme burnout and the possibility of a subtle stroke. I wasn't able to walk. I would have a couple of hours of energy. So if I did anything extra, if I did dishes, I couldn't move for the next day. If I tried to clean the bathroom, I'd be out for 4 days over that. I had the energy to get up in the morning and get to the couch. I'd be able to sit and eat. I would have to sleep again. I'd be able to get up and walk to the kitchen and back to the couch. And I cried. I cried for 3 days because my youngest was still a teenager and my oldest had just moved back to our town. And so I wasn't done. I didn't want to be leaving. I didn't want to be having to get my, quote, affairs in order. And so after 3 days of depression, deep mourning, absolute fear, I got angry, which is part of who I am. Stubborn, determined, resilient, persistent, tenacious, and hell yeah, I ain't leaving. And I refused. But I had to get honest, and I had to get humble. And I bowed to the great mystery and the unknown and the creator. And I called out and said, I don't want to go. I'm not ready. I got things to do still. And I had a brother that had been encouraging me to look at my diet and reclaim my wellness. And I kind of balked at first because, yeah, I guess that's what a person like me does. And so I phoned him and I said, I really need help. And he really helped us a lot. He sent me a lot of information and I began to reclaim my wellness. And today I stand before you walking, fully able to run. I have energy and I have been moving in the direction of that which I want to do and the legacy I want to leave. And I've been empowering my children even more because the awareness around what it took to reclaim my wellness, to call back my spirit, to stand firmly on the great Mother Earth, took 4 years. It took 4 years. It was a long, long walk, a long medicine walk. And I learned a lot. I was humbled by what I was going through, and I learned a lot. And one of the things that really frustrated me was no matter how many frickin' jobs I worked, I could never get the bills paid all at once, as so many others seem to think we're supposed to be able to do. I don't have a career. I have intermittent education because I'm also afflicted with the disease of addiction. I also carry that what do they say? There's no cure for addiction. I feel it's built into the system. The more I learn and grow, I feel it's built into the system. It's intended harm. That's what the system's about. It's here to serve itself, and it does a damn good job of it. Anyway, I'm not going to go in that direction. The point I'm making is that once I realized I'm banging my head against a brick wall, and the best part of that is when I stop, I started to look at how did I end up here? How did this get created? What was I buying into? Well, I don't know what happened there. I hope it didn't interrupt the video. Boy, I was really going. I have worked 4 jobs at one time, hence the burnout. I've cleaned houses. I've gone to school. I've gotten educated to a certain degree. I feel I should be able to do a lot more than having to work so many jobs. I ended up in the court system fighting for my son because people wanted to take him away from me or make me into something I wasn't. Lots of lies. That's a hard place to be. It really affected my health, and it's so unjust. I suffered on the welfare system way back many, many years ago. That's like a vat of shame, and learn how to beg. And the way society sees people stuck in that realm, well, there's a lot of discrimination. So the point I wanted to make is that the Muggle struggle to me is real. It's where we're sold this idea that my values based on money, or my values based on what neighborhood I live in, or the things I've had people say to me. I said one time, I shared that I was a single parent, and this person said to me, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And I looked at him and I said, "Well, it's not a disease. It could be a crime. And I actually like it. I'm all right being a single parent because I'm not that good yet at sustaining a relationship with another human being in an adult fashion. Because I think, one, you need to be an adult, and I don't know if I'm there yet. So as I continued to walk as a single parent, it always seemed like I was up against greater barriers. And it was endless, you know. And today, I have no idea how people are making it with inflation and the way technology is going. So I can see this video is getting pretty long, and that wasn't my intention. And the point I wanted to make was, once I took a look at myself, began to see what I was really believing in, and began to see how my mind was really holding me hostage, I began to learn and seek, and then I got interested in the digital economy because I had been working 2 jobs. I hadn't had the surgery yet. I was in a lot of pain on a daily basis. I still had to go to work. I still had to do these 2 jobs. And so this one day I was standing at a bus stop and waiting because I had missed it, and it was raining, and I was really tired and in a lot of pain. And I put on my headphones and was going to listen to a podcast, but I bumped the phone and ended up on Dan Coe's channel. And I got on the bus without knowing this, and I choose to believe that's the great mystery coming in, because I was ready to change. I was ready to do whatever it takes to go to any lengths that I didn't have to continue this Muggle struggle. And I started listening to Dan Coe, and I couldn't believe what he was saying. Like, he's so straight goods, and I'm all about straight goods, right? Give it to me now, give it to me direct, keep it simple, and call me out, because I love to learn. And if there's something I can do better, I want to know about it. So I had hope. I had hope after listening to him. After that one podcast, I had hope. And I began to listen to him every day. I couldn't wait to get on the ferry because I had to take a ferry to get this one job. And I would listen to Dan, and it began to make the day better. And he kept it simple, the one-person business. And so this is where I'm at. Unfortunately, I still didn't jump in far enough with Dan, but I am following him greatly on a daily basis. And I began to implement the things he's taught. And one of the things he also says is, don't just walk with one. Find many, see what others are doing, take courses. So I've been doing that too. And I'm looking forward to what's going to unfold. And I just need to say thanks to my new subscriber. Welcome, welcome. And anyone else who feels like doing it, please do. I look forward to more. I look forward to what we create together. And I thank you again with all my heart for joining me, for being here, for giving me the gift of your time. And I look forward to what we build together, because that's my aim, is to create community, figure out the steps to be able to be empowered in the digital economy, share that together, and hey, who knows? Who knows what we can do, what we can weave, what we can birth, what we can join in. I'm stoked, and I thank you all so much for witnessing me and for giving me the opportunity to be a part of your world too. I wish you ultimate blessings and much light. Hi, hi, all my relations. Takyaswin.